Wataru?
What's this right here?
Well, looks like a hair.
This was lying in the living room, Ayumi. Did you cheat on me?
What? Nice to meet you. I'm Ayumi, and I'm a full-time housewife in my second year of marriage. Children, eh? We're having a hard time having children, and my husband Wataru and I live in a comparatively large house. My parents told me not to push ourselves so we can live at our own pace, which I'm extremely grateful for. My only enjoyment nowadays is hiking in the nearby mountains every Saturday with my friend Kumiko from college. Hey, look! The leaves are so beautiful! Oh my gosh, you're right! I really need to take lots of pictures. You still love working with cameras, huh? You want to take pictures even though you stopped cosplaying? There are so many things I want to take. We sometimes even go to hot springs. When we were dating, Wataru would look reluctant to even let me go out with friends, but…
A trip to a hot spring?
Yeah, with Kumiko, just like always.
Sure. Have fun, okay?
Really? Thank you so much. I'll buy us a lot of souvenirs. After about a half a year of marriage, he started to let me have a lot more freedom. But there's something that's really bothering me nowadays. And that is…
I'm home.
Welcome home. Dinner will be ready soon.
Hey, there's dust in the hallway.
Wataru has become a severe germaphobe. He's always had a tendency to be a germaphobe, but…
There's a little bit of sand in some corners, too. You're a full-time housewife, so do your job properly, all right?
I'm sorry. Recently, he's been nitpicking and criticizing my housework as though he wants to piss me off. To be honest, I've become so fed up with the situation that it's painful for me to be at home, actually. Yeah, I think that's moral harassment at this point, Ayumi. You definitely need to stand up to him. Believe me, I want to do that, but… Hey, Wataru?
What's up?
I'm working hard on the housework too, so I'd be happy if you didn't say too many harsh things about my cleaning.
Huh? What's with this complaining when you're slacking off, eh?
I'm sorry.
I can't stand my own being dirty, all right? I work hard outside the house every day, but when I get home, there's dust everywhere. Put yourself in my shoes, all right? That's just not okay.
You don't have to say that much.
Or do you think I'm more suited to having dust and sand on my outfit? Hey, is that so?
I'm sorry. I was wrong. I'll clean the house properly. That's what happened. Wait, has Wataru always been such an unreasonable jerk? And recently, he's been sleeping in a separate bed and putting his phone in his own locked phone case. Phone in a locked case? What's wrong? Even if you're a germaphobe, putting your phone in a locked case doesn't mean anything at all. Wait, really? Do you really think so? Absolutely. I have a hunch that Wataru was having an affair, Ayumi. There's no way. Wataru, being so just as he is, would never. Men like that are most often the ones who are doing things behind the curtains, Ayumi. That just cannot be true at all. Always so head over heels with him, honey. I pray that nothing bad happens. I was angry at Kumiko for suspecting my husband of cheating. However, when I got home, an unexpected situation was waiting for me. Oh, the door is open. Wataru, are you home? Wataru?
What's this right here?
Well, looks like a hair. What Wataru was holding was what looked like a single strand of hair. It was blonde and not mine or his.
This was lying in the living room, Ayumi. Did you cheat on me?
What?
I always suspected something. You're actually hanging out with other guys, saying you're going hiking or something, aren't you?
No, that's not true. The only one I go out with is Kumiko. I even have proof. Wataru was always strict about me going out with friends since we were dating. Maybe it was because of this that I always had a witness ready whenever I went out. I contacted Kumiko's husband and asked him to talk to Wataru. As a result, an alibi was established and Wataru's words were rendered to a mere false accusation.
You're definitely hiding something. I will not give up, you know.
Huh? And after this, Wataru's hostility towards me was completely exposed, and we ended up living apart in the same house as early as our second year of marriage. As for me, he stopped complaining about my housework, and I don't have to worry about anything extra, so I feel so goddamn refreshed. My husband stopped interfering with my housework, and we started eating separately. Thanks to that, I was relieved from the pressure of his nitpicking and germophobia. Thinking about it objectively, Wataru has obviously been acting strange after we got married, because when we were dating…
Let's go on a date tomorrow, too.
I can't because I have plans with Kumiko that day.
Why? Are your friends more important than your boyfriend?
When Wataru and I were still dating, long before we tied the knot, he was a very jealous person. Okay, fine, you win.
Yeah! I wanted to see a movie tomorrow, see?
What? You want to cancel tomorrow? I'm sorry, Wataru's just, I'm fine with it, but Ayumi, you should seriously think about who you date. I remember when Wataru was very controlling, and I had a hard time even hanging out with Kumiko. But about 6 months after getting married…
You don't have to tell me about every trip anymore, Ayumi.
What?
I know at least who you're going with. Just let me know when you'll leave and when you'll come back.
Really? Thank you so much.
I think you need a break sometimes too, so don't worry about me. Go out and have fun.
I was so happy that Wataru had become less controlling as he grew older. I thought he'd grown so much as a person, truly. But if this was so that he could cheat on me, it would make a whole lot more sense. But considering…
Wait, that hamburger steak you're having looks more delicious. Want to trade?
Aw, I want to eat this too.
So stingy. Wouldn't it be okay if you shared a little bit?
Weren't you fully prepared to take all of it?
That's not what I said, though. Come on, please.
Wataru is the type of person who will push through to get what he wants no matter what. And is not the type to make compromises on his own. If I'm allowed to go on a trip because it benefits him somehow, yeah, I'm overthinking things. Oh, come to think of it, didn't his germophobia start to get worse after 6 months of marriage too? I'm back.
Yeah.
Dust.
Huh?
Dust lying right there. Aren't you saying anything?
Didn't notice.
My love for my husband had completely cooled. Once I started to suspect something, I can't stop until I'm satisfied. If he was a real germaphobe, he wouldn't do something so careless. Is he hiding something after all? In the first place, when the stranger's hair was lying there, which started this whole damn situation, Wataru touched it with his bare hands. If you think about it rationally, a germaphobe would hate even that. Suspicion grew into certainty. Before finally…
Ayumi's not here today, so we can do anything, babe.
Oh, I'm so happy. Let's have so much fun today, okay?
The truth has been revealed. And so now I'm so sure that Wataru is hiding something. To begin with that strand blonde hair was so long.
What did I tell you? I told you to think carefully about the men you date.
I was totally in love with Wataru at that time.
Yes, of course. Is there any evidence?
About that, absolutely zilch.
Well, that seems to be the case from what I've heard.
So I was thinking about hiring a detective.
You're so silly. How much do you think it would cost to hire a detective?
What? 20,000 to 30,000 yen?
At least 150,000, I'm afraid.
150,000?
You're a full-time housewife, so there's no way you have that kind of money.
No, I don't.
If that's the case, you should just proceed with getting a divorce thanks to moral harassment. My husband and I will also testify, so I think that will give you a good chance.
But I still want to make sure that he's cheating on me.
Ayumi, do you still hesitate?
Well, I thought that my love for Wataru had turned completely stone cold. But when it came to divorce, I couldn't deny that I was hesitant.
I understand. Then I'll help you until you're satisfied.
Huh?
We'll get the evidence on our own.
And so our days of battling began. But
I'll go take a bath.
here's my chance. And there we go. I can't check the contents of his phone with that stupid lock on.
I'm off.
Oh, I have to chase him. I could never keep up with a car.
What is it?
No, nothing.
You're distracting. Go away.
I tried to check Wataru's phone but failed every single damn time. It's no good. I can't gather any evidence.
This is tricky. What should we do?
But if he's being so thorough, there must be something going on. This is no time for a weekend getaway. Wait, a weekend getaway?
I think you need a break sometimes too, so don't worry about me. Go out and have fun.
That's it! Kumiko, I need your help.
What?
I'd come up with a crazy secret plan. I'm going on a day trip to a hot spring with Kumiko today.
Wow, that sounds fun.
It's a bit far, so we could get back after midnight.
Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to the souvenirs.
Sure, I'm off then.
Hello? Yeah, she just left. Seems like she'll be back late today, so you can come over to my place.
So he was cheating after all. I lied and said I was going on a trip, but I was instead staking out the place.
So I'll just go on the trip and buy souvenirs.
Yeah, we were originally planning to go anyway, so maybe you could go with your husband this time? And as long as I bring back some souvenirs, Wataru will believe that I went on a trip.
Well, I'm all for it, but are you sure? You'll be alone. What if you get into a fight with a cheating bitch?
I'll be fine. Despite what you see, I'm good at hide and seek, and I won't get caught. No way, he actually called her the moment I stepped out the door. He must be pretty used to all this. I stayed hidden, monitoring Wataru from the shadows, not sure whether I was angry or sad. And after about 30 minutes, the cheating bitch finally showed up.
Hello, Wataru.
There stood a blonde with quite the frivolous personality, the complete opposite of me.
Ayumi's not here today, so we can do anything, babe.
Oh, I'm so happy. Let's have so much fun today, okay?
Could it be that strand of hair belonged to? I finally understood why Wataru had such a scary look on his face when he came at me with the blonde hair that fateful day. He wasn't angry at all. He was just trying to hide his panic. I took some photos and recorded some audio footage. Just when I thought the evidence was complete, something unexpected happened.
Hey, can I take some of your wife's coats?
That's fine. She's the kind of person who leaves her husband to go out with her friends, so she probably doesn't have much at all.
I hope she has some sense of fashion at least.
Saying that, the woman actually opened the closet where I was hiding wide. Oh, thank goodness. Fortunately, I managed to hide in the gaps between the coats in the back of the wall. But if she found me here, I don't know what she'd do to me. In the worst case scenario, no, I'm not thinking about such scary things.
Hey, look, how about this one?
Oh, you look better than Ayumi in that.
He's saying something incredibly rude, but I didn't have to worry about that. One by one, the coats were taken off the hangers. My legs are about to be seen. Until...
Oh, by the way, I made a reservation for dinner at a restaurant today.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
And I don't think we'll have much time to relax. We should head out now.
One more coat, I was a goner. But just in the nick of time, the two of them left. Oh, thank goodness. But now I have gathered evidence. Wait, I can't stop crying. Why? Released from the extreme tension from a few moments ago, coupled with the feeling of relief for discovering the truth, the emotions I had been holding back until then exploded, and no matter how many times I tried to stop the tears, they just wouldn't. I was being made fun of so much while I was away, and he was going out with a complete stranger. I wanted to clean up my scattered coats, but if I did that, Wataru would find out. I held back my tears and decided to kill time until the date changed.
I see. So he was cheating after all.
Yeah, now I'm finally free of any hesitation. I'm getting divorced.
That's good. If it's difficult to bring up the topic of divorce, I'll be there too.
No, thank you. I'll make sure it's settled on my own. But the discussion with Wataru wasn't as easy as I thought it would be.
And as for me, I'll do this.
No, my camera!
Now the evidence is all gone. You can only get so cocky right now.
From then until the next day, I sang karaoke, trying to erase all my memories from my marriage.
Here you go, the souvenirs. Are you sure you want to do this alone?
Don't worry, I'll be fine. But just to be safe. And then, I'm home.
Welcome back.
I looked into the bedroom and found the closet neat and tidy. I'm sure they've been doing this every time I want to trip somewhere. They're used to it. Here you go, some souvenirs.
Thanks. Ooh, hot spring manju.
By the way, was dinner fun?
Yeah, the steak was delicious. Wait, what?
I know everything, see?
What do you mean you know everything?
I'm talking about your affair.
Hey, I was wondering what you were insinuating, but I just went to a restaurant with a senior colleague today.
Then what is this?
That's her! No way. I'm sure I cleaned up properly.
So you had your lover over after all, right?
That's my boss's hair.
Do you really think an ordinary businessman would have long blonde hair like that?
Well,
And I have all the evidence. I showed the camera capturing Wataru flirting with his lover.
no way.
And now that I think about it, all that fuss about cleaning the floor was just an act to cover up your lover's blonde hair lying about, huh? I was fooled so easily.
I thought you'd never find out.
With all this evidence, I'll get a huge amount of alimony, all right?
You don't mean...
I do. Let's get a divorce. When I handed him the divorce papers, Wataru burst out laughing. What's so funny?
I never thought I'd be defeated by a woman like you, but you were stupid.
With that, Wataru slammed the camera that was on the table onto the ground with all his might.
And as for this, I'll do this.
No, my camera!
Now the evidence is all gone. You can only get so cocky right now.
Too bad. I've given Kumiko all the data on this camera, but just to be safe.
What?
But just to be safe, can you keep a backup of the data on this camera? That's true. It would be terrible if he got angry and destroyed the camera. Oh, and do you still have a blonde wig by any chance? I think I still have one we used for a cosplay a long time ago, but what are you going to use it for? I'm going to use it to provoke Wataru. He's going to freaking regret making me angry.
No way.
So no matter how much you break that camera, it's no use. Moreover, the crime of property damage would be added to your crimes. But I underestimated Wataru.
Damn you to hell. I'll never forgive you.
What are you planning to do?
If you won't tell anyone, it won't be cheating. I'll shut you the hell up.
No, wait! Someone help me!
Leave it to me! Hiya!
Kumiko, why?
Don't blame me for being worried after all and coming to check on you. I'm glad I made it in time.
Are you freaking serious? Why are you always getting in my way?
It's because you do terrible things to Ayumi, damn you. And my husband will be here soon, so you can't escape now.
No, please.
After that, Kumiko's husband, who had his phone, called the police, and Wataru was taken away. According to the police investigation, the blonde woman was a temporary worker who came to work at Wataru's workplace, and Wataru had been flirting with her, leading to their dating. The photos of him together with her, the bruises I got when he grabbed my arm, and the broken camera became conclusive evidence, and I was able to obtain a large amount of alimony from both of them.
I really did think we were going to end up nowhere since he was vigilant.
If you hadn't helped me then, Kumiko, who knows what would have happened to me?
All things considered, I'm glad that you're safe.
My divorce was finalized without any problems, and I got a job at a dry cleaning store through Kumiko's introduction. I moved out and am now living alone with a fresh start. It's hard to adjust to such a new way of life, but I'm having a nice one. By the way, the other day, when Wataru came to see me after he was released on parole…
What? Were you okay?
About that.
Ayumi, I finally found you.
Wataru? Why are you…
I've been looking for you forever.
Well, I wonder why. I've long since moved out of the house we had. And what are you trying to accomplish, following me around like this?
After thinking rationally in jail, I realized that it was you, Ayumi, who always truly loved me.
Huh?
The moment our affair was discovered, that blonde bitch freaking abandoned me. And I realized you, Ayumi, you were the only one who stood by me until the end.
So what?
When I get out of jail, let's start again. And this time, I won't cheat on you.
I absolutely refuse.
What? You used to listen to all my wishes before.
There's no way I'd believe the words of a man who cheated on me even once. And I absolutely refuse to be with a man who goes so far as to use physical force if things don't go his way. If you keep stalking me like this, I'll call the police.
Ayumi! Ayumi!
And that's what happened.
With that kind of cut, I don't think he'd have to worry about his hair falling on the floor.
For real. I am now very happy, having been liberated from my selfish, cheating bastard of a husband.